morning, guys. Welcome back to Rock Fabulous 40s, and today I'm going to do for you kind of like I did with the blushes. I did a couple of videos back about my top 5 drugstore blushes for summertime and my top 5 high-end blushes for summertime, and I'm going to do kind of the same thing with bronzers. I had a request on one of those videos, and I'll link those videos down below, but I had a request on one of those videos to do my top 5 favorite bronzers for summer. Somebody just fired up a motorcycle outside. Anyways, so I decided, you know, I'm not really that big of a bronzer wearer. I don't like contour or do any of that, you know, stuff with bronzer, but I do like to wear bronzer just kind of around the perimeters of my face and just kind of on the spots where the sun would naturally hit, just for more of a sun-looked glow. So I don't have a favorite for summertime and a favorite for wintertime like I do with blushes. These are just my all-around favorite bronzers that I wear. And I'm not doing a mixture of drugstore and high-end because of the fact that I don't wear bronzer a whole lot. The ones that I have are a mixture of both. So the 5 that I'm going to show you today are a mixture of both drugstore and high-end together. So I don't honestly have enough to mix them up into separate videos because the ones that I like, there's just not that many of them. There's a bunch that I don't like, but the ones that I like, there's just not that many of them. So we're going to jump right in, and I'm going to start with, and I'm going to go in order from most favorite to least favorite, but I just keep in mind I do like them all. So the very, very first one that I like is from Physicians Formula, and this is the Powder Palette, the Multicolored Healthy Glow bronzer. And let me pop this guy open. You guys can see I have used him a lot. I have completely hit pan on him. Come on, get in there. I have completely hit pan on him. I love him. He is a multitude of different colors in there. So he has some, you know, bronzy shades. He's got some gold, a little bit of pink in there. And I just love this. And the way that I use it is I just take a big fat fluffy brush and I just swirl it all together and mix up all the colors, and then I just kind of apply it to the high points of my face where the sun would naturally hit. And I wear this a lot, and I love this one. Let me see if he'll swatch decently for you. And he is really, really great for those of you who have more of a light skin tone, because he's not so dark that it's going to make you look muddy. Now, because he's got the gold tones and the pink tones, you know, he does have more of a bronzy kind of shade, so he's not going to be great for contouring. But for that all-over, just kind of sun-kissed look, this is a beautiful bronzer, and I love it. So the next one that I have, that is my second favorite, also falls along those same lines. It's a great all-over sun-kissed look. And again, it's several different colors. You guys will see that I really love these several different colored ones. But this one is from NYX, and it's called Sun-Kissed. Looks like this, and he is just a load of different colors here. So you've got some of your darker bronzy shades, some lighter bronzy shades, you've got some gold, kind of a peachy bronze, a pink, and again, the way that I apply this is I swirl all the colors together, and then I just apply it again to the high points of my face where the sun would naturally hit, and it's a beautiful bronzer. Now again, you can't I wouldn't suggest contouring with this. It does have some microfine glitter in it, so it does give you a little bit of a glow. Let me see if I can swirl all these together and give you guys a good swatch. And it is very, very soft and creamy feeling. And again, it's really great, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it, for fair complexions because it is very, very light. It's not going to overpower anything on your face or make your face look muddy. Also, what's really nice about this one as well is you can even use the colors individually if you like. If you want to maybe use them as eyeshadows, you could. Let me do a couple of individual swatches here. And they'd be really, really light, but if you wanted to use them as some highlights for your eyeshadow, I think they would be beautiful eyeshadow highlights. Okay, so that's my number 2 spot, and again, it's the NYX Sun-Kissed Bronzer. Just love it. Alright, my number 3 spot, and this one, I haven't had that long, but my gosh, have I been loving this one. This is a different kind of one. This is one that can actually be used as a blush or a bronzer, and it works both ways. And again, because I don't do a lot of contouring, this is one that I apply to the high points of my face again, or sometimes even just all over. And this is by the Balm, and this is the Balm Desert. And the color of this, and it tells you it is a bronzer blush on the packaging, but the color of this in the packaging looks like it would be a typical bronzer, right? But when you swatch it, it's almost got a rosy tone to it. It's like, it's not too warm. It's more of a cool tone, but it's got a really rosy kind of, like, I don't know, a rosy cast to it. So it works great as a blush. It works great as kind of an all-over bronzer. But this guy here is slowly creeping up right up there with the Physicians Formula one that I just absolutely love to death. But yeah, this is a great little bronzer. So again, this is the Balm Desert from the Balm. Oh, and by the way, guys, I think I have forgotten to mention, just in case you guys don't know, and I'm sure you guys already know this, but the Physicians Formula and the NYX Sunkissed, these are both drugstore products. They run, really, I think this one was maybe $9 and change, and this one was probably $6 or $8. So these pretty much both run under $10. So these are both drugstore products. The Balm Desert, he was, I believe, $24. So he is more of a high-end product. You can get him online. I get my Balm products at Kohl's. So, all right, then in my number 4 spot. And this is actually, it's a palette. And I haven't had this palette very long, but I have had some of the individual colors in this palette. So I already knew one of the bronzers in here, I already knew that I really liked. And this is the Benefit Cheekathon. And honestly, guys, the reason why I got this is because I just thought it was really cute. The packaging was cute, that's why I got it. Even though some of these colors I've already had in the past, I wanted it anyway. Alright, so this one, the one I'm talking about from Benefit, is Benefit Dallas, this guy right here. And I really like this guy. He's kind of goes along with the whole same thing as the Balm Desert, whereas the color is very, very interesting. And as you guys can see, it's almost very, very similar. But the color is very, very interesting, and it's got more of, I think, like a rosy kind of tone to it. Very much like the Balm Desert does. And it's great, again, for really, really fair skin. And guys, I know these are all, I'm saying great for fair skin, but I am fair skinned. So, you know, that's why I'm saying that. But again, I mean, I feel that more, I feel that deeper skin tones. I feel that deeper skin tones could wear this too, though. It would just have to be built up a little more. But it does have kind of a rosy tint to it, and it works great, again, as, you know, on the high points of your face, or you could even wear it as a blush. I mean, it's a great product, and I'm beginning to love it more and more the more that I use the Cheekathon. Alright, and I believe the Cheekathon you can get, I believe it's still available at Ulta, so I think you can still get it there. Alright, and then the last bronzer, and guys, I have no honorable mentions in this one because, like I said, there's just not a whole lot of bronzers that I like. The last bronzer would actually be good, and it is a drugstore bronzer. It would be good for those of you who like to contour. I feel that this is a good one for both light and deeper skin tones, and it's good to just use on the areas of your face that the sun normally shines. So, and this one is a very inexpensive one. I believe it was $3. It's from e.l.f. It's the Pressed Mineral Bronzer, and he is in the shade Tan Toffee, and I've had him for quite some time, and he is really soft. I mean, really, really soft. And he is just a gorgeous, more of a cool tone type bronzer. Can you guys see that? He is more of a cool tone type bronzer, so he would actually work, I think, for those of you who like to contour. He, I think, would be the best contour shade out of all of the ones I showed you. Actually, let me take that back. He is a great contour shade, don't get me wrong, because he is a little more on the cooler side. But in that same Cheekathon palette that I showed you guys earlier, the Hoola Bronzer is also in here, and the Hoola Bronzer is also a great contour shade. So, and that's this one here. I'm not a big fan of the Hoola because I don't contour. I prefer to use the Dallas because it's more of an all-over kind of a thing, or you could use it as a blush. But the Hoola Bronzer in this palette is also a really, really good contour if you like to contour. So anyways, back to the e.l.f. I know I'm jumping off topic here a little bit, or jumping around a little bit, but the e.l.f. one is really soft. It's pretty pigmented. I've actually used this one as eyeshadow, and it blends amazingly as eyeshadow. And he's just, I don't know, he's just really, really a good bronzer. And you can contour with this one, or you can put it on all the high points of your face, and it looks really, really great. So yeah, I really like this one. So this one is in my number 5 spot. All right, so again, from 1 to 5, we've got the Physicians Formula Healthy Glow Bronzer. Okay, that's Drugstore. Also from the Drugstore, we've got NYX Sunkissed. Okay, that is also Drugstore. I already said that. Then on the higher end side, we have the Balm Desert, which is slowly creeping up there into my number 1 spot. And then we've got another high end, which is the Dallas Bronzer from Benefit. This guy here. And then in last place, but still a really good bronzer, is the e.l.f. Pressed Mineral Bronzer in Tan Toffee. This guy right here. Alright guys, so those are my top 5 bronzers. And like I said, I know I don't bronze a whole lot. I'm not one of these big bronzer fanatics, so therefore I don't have a whole lot of bronzers that I like. I definitely have a bunch that I don't like. Either they're too muddy looking on my face, or they're too dark, or... Alright, so for example, one that I'm not real fond of is the NYC Smooth Skin in Sunny. This guy right here. And I have heard many people talk about the Sunny bronzer on YouTube that just absolutely love it. Actually, one of my favorite YouTubers swears by this bronzer. And she is very, very light complected like I am. And I thought, all right, I'm going to give this a shot and see if I like this. But I didn't like it. For me, this was too orangey and really made my face look muddy. And I just couldn't do it. So, I mean, I've got lots of bronzers that I don't like, that I won't use. So, like I said, the only reason why I've got 5 and not 5 and a couple of honorable mentions is because there's just not that many that I really like. Those are it. Alright guys, so I hope you guys found this video somewhat entertaining, and if you did, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Also leave a comment down below. You can look me up on my website at www.rockfabulous.online.com. You can look me up on Pinterest, Tumblr, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all under rockfabulous40s. And guys, don't forget to hit subscribe down there somewhere. And you too can rock your fabulous 40s, and I'll see you next time. Bye guys.